But once we're set and we're sure about it, we will go ahead and process with the name change. I think it will be better for the whole community. I mean, it's kind of I mean, some people will forget about innovation, I guess, but it's definitely better in. I mean, it's definitely better for the community because the current reputation, and on top of that, we are kind of forced to, because Bohemia still thinks that we are that the owners of Innovation RP
User joined your channel.
Lewis.
Lewis, yeah, basically. But that's pretty much everything.
Regarding what we were what Fleming was saying regarding police and changes and such, I don't know exactly. As he said, we don't have an approximate like time that we'll be bringing out the new mission file and such and having the name change. But if you all, you know, put in your hardest and try your best to like, you know, if you're playing as cop, try your best to roleplay, follow the rules, SOPs and such, and do your best. And we will be looking for people to be promoted for the higher positions, so that when it does come out and we are, you know, like a whole fresh slate as if it was a whole new server, then we have those higher ranks put in place who can train people, so on, so on, so on. That's same with medics, same with staff. And one last thing I would like you guys to do as you know, all members of the community, is because I've banned Carl James or Carl Martel or whatever you know him as, I want you to decide whether he should be allowed back or not.
User in your channel was banned from the server.
Carl Martel, can't stop Martel family.
I also wanna say something else. So pretty much something I noticed is when there's like 10 people online, right? I know most of you have either a cop rank or a medic rank, but when there's only 10 people online and there's like 4 cops and 3 medics, I mean, there's really no way the server needs that many cops or medics when there's only like 2 or 3 civilians. So if I can be honest, I would rather have some kind of system to split people their roles.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I get it, because the medics were doing training that time, and I'm totally fine with that, because I mean, it's a perfect time. There's not many people online, and you can kind of you know, still be on the server and do some training, which is perfectly fine to me. But if it's a case of you know, just a general regular time on the server, and there's like 10 people online, and you see that there's already like 2 cops and 2 medics, please go as a civilian instead of a cop or a medic. That would be great.
Believe it or not, people who come on and see that balance, they're not going to come on.
Yeah, I mean, of course not. Yeah.
Even little things like that can affect everything.
Yeah, so I think we need some kind of balance for it. So yeah. Yep.
Just before we move on, could I get you guys to put yes or no whether Carl gets unbanned or gets stayed banned? Well, just put yes if you want him unbanned and no if you want him banned. Yeah. Soap's the only person listening as far as I'm aware.
Can you tell me what happened exactly? Because the unman request doesn't really say it. Well, I mean racism, but you know.
Racism. Yeah, he originally received a 30-minute ban for using a voice changer excessively, and then after he came back, he was using his voice changer again, so he received another 2-hour ban. Then it was his voice changer and a soundboard, so he received 4 hours. Sorry. Came back, did the exact same. got a day ban. Then after his day ban came back, was racism. So he got an RFC, put in a ban appeal, let him back, and then he used racism again.
Mhm.
That's a fair amount of chances he got, to be honest, though.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. I have to agree with Fleming.
That's
User joined your channel.
Go on.
no, I'm happy. Isaac.
Alright, so I have a question. Is there going to be an NHS helicopter uniform implanted into the server? Instead of just seeing this plain old neon dude flying a helicopter with a nothing on his head. I mean, it just doesn't seem right.
Have you? Are we talking about a medic?
Yeah, NHS.
Oh, there should be 2 skins, and that's the second one.
There's
the
only
first.
there's only one.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah.
Are you talking about the hummingbird or the
No, the actual uniform
Oh,
that
I'm
the
sorry.
NHS wear.
Yeah. I'm not too sure about that. Can you get on the server right now and I'll check it immediately?
No, it's not glitched. It's just it doesn't look right when you're in the helicopter. Like it's just this. Oh, you see the same skin. What I'm trying to say is, in reality, there'd be a separate uniform or a helmet.
I mean, you want a different skin
pilots.
for flying or something? Pilots.
Yeah, Thomas, check chat, Thomas.
So what you're saying, Isaac, is that you are wanting another loadout added to the shops with
No,
heli.
pilot
he only
one.
wants it when he's flying a helicopter.
Okay.
Yeah, a pilot.
We possibly might be able to add when the vehicle is spawned. We can add to the inventory like an aviation loadout. So
Yeah.
instead of you having to buy one, you just switch your clothes out when you fly in, and then when you land, you can switch back to go and serve your patient. How does
Yeah.
that sound?
Yeah, good.
Right. Naki's next. Yeah.
Hello. Could there be something the developers could do about the hospital, like add some props inside of it, like some hospital beds?
I can work on it, yeah.
Yeah. And another question: could you guys add another staff manager? Because I'm not blaming Chang, but he's not here all the time, so it would be amazing if we had another one that could be here.
We're
If he's
going to
not here.
rework. We're going to rework all the staff ranks at this moment because everything is unorganized, in my opinion. I mean, the thing is, the most active people need to be having the most important roles, and at this moment, there's a lot of unorganized ranks, in my opinion, and I've heard it from a few other players as well, because there are basically a few community managers. I mean, there's a lot of stuff going on in the staff list if you check it out. I think we need to organize the whole staff ranks and make it clear what every rank should do and how they should act. For example, if they do anything in game or ban someone, that they use the right form to report everything, so everything stays organized. And yeah, that's pretty much it. So it might be a possibility, but me and Nathan and whoever wants to help are going to lay out a new, how should we say it, a new staff tree, basically. So that will happen first, and if anyone wants to help with that, that would be great. Yep.
Thank you.
No, thanks, I'm good.
Anyone else? Anyone have any major concerns regarding the server, problems with staff, problems with anything, or any ideas or suggestions you want to put forward? Give me, well, ask for Talk Power in the chat. Becky, what's up, buddy?
Yeah, I forgot to tell you. If somebody could, or I can do it as well, I will put up something on forum that all the inactive NHS will be stripped, basically. It's not a big of a deal, but just so everybody knows it.
What do you guys think about removing everyone temporary and checking who's worthy his role and doing an interview with every single person? Yep. I mean, I just want to clarify, if you have a certain higher rank in the police force and we remove everyone from his rank, I mean, you're most likely to get the same thing back, but then it's just more clear for us who is really worth his rank. Because I mean, the police force and the medics and the staff team is the most important. Is one of the most important things for getting players to stay, basically.
Yep.
And especially the higher up ones. I mean, they should be leading the ones below them, and you know, if the one at the top is some kind of kid which rolls around, and the ones below him aren't going to be much better
User
than him.
disconnected from your channel.
As Brendan said, the police and the NHS are both the backbone of an RP server. They are what they basically provide the main, the main set of roleplay there, because they have to follow rules, they have to follow guidelines, and that's basically, those guidelines and rules are put in place to create a better roleplay situation, and better roleplay scenarios for the players. And if they can't create that for the players, then the quality of the server is going to be much lower than one where you've got people suited for the positions. I mean, I only recently just managed to get all the police accepting and denying all the applications again, because they weren't doing it for the past week. And only yesterday did they come on, after me having a go, saying this needs to get sorted. Did they come on and get it sorted? So we'll get in there slowly, but people need to realize that we're not joking about. Positions will be lost if you aren't, being serious about it. I think that's a good idea, Brendan.
Yep. Yep, and I think it would be great if we could monitor people, their activity on the server as well. But I'm not sure if that's if there's something which exists already for that. That's maybe Fabio knows, but. Yep. If we would have some kind of system to see how many hours they have been online past week, that would be so great. Because, you know, I think there's a lot of people who have certain roles but aren't really active, and that's just up to me. Like that's what I think. But
Possibility, yeah.
he means. I mean, you can give it to him, but he means when you set a waypoint, it fades out.
Yeah, you've got to keep like reopening your map to see the waypoint. I think it's just something in the server files.
Yeah,
But it's
kind
quite
of
annoying.
Yeah. I don't know.
User
That's
left your
up to
channel.
Fabio. I know it's something to do with the difficulty, but I'm not too sure what the.
Yeah.
User joined your channel.
It's just a pain in the ass driving, having to keep checking your map. Then
Yeah.
next thing you end up in a wall.
I think it was to add a sense of reality.
Every time we die, we lose all the mags on the taser, so we have to go back to PD. And also sometimes they actually turn lethal, rather than actually tase them. That's happened like twice today to me.
User left your channel.
Right, sorry, it's just
I
I'm gonna have
think
to go.
you
Okay.
just set them up, police officers on. Do you need at least 3 police officers, but for you can rob a gas station?
User joined your channel.
I'm sorry. Fuck you, man. I'm sorry. I was kind of racing with Chaw and like crashed into me via boat. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry to interrupt.
User left your channel.
Can I talk now?
Channel switched.
Nicely done.